back to Dials. Here we're going to do the second round of the night. Ben Hamor, who you just saw on, who just heard on commentary stream, fighting against Corey Egan. Here we have two very interesting lists, and we'll get to those in just 1 second. For Back to Dials, I'm Asa.
And I'm Adam. It's
Welcome
the
back.
Dynamic duo here.
Indeed, congratulations on your last game.
Thank
By
you.
the way, smashing some mining guild ties just the way I like it.
I could hear you rooting me on all the way from here. Yeah! Give him the chair! Give him the chair!
give him the chair there. Okay, so we'll talk about this list in just a second as they start to deploy some rocks. But first, we have some business from last round to talk about.
Business, huh?
Yes, the question was posed: are proton torpedoes now worth it at 12 points on a 3 attack dice ship? So let's hear from the chat first because they had some good things to say. At range 3, Deviant MI says, at range 3, it is still worth it because it adds a die to the attack and subtracts a die on defense.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid reason.
NCC 701, Captain Kirk, thank you, says, Proton's still worth on a 3 dice attack ship because the value of the extra die is high and the crit can help against high hull or low shield ships. But is it worth 3 more points over what it was?
Well, let me think. I think it, I think it depends on the list. And you're saying this is just generally on a 3 dice attack
on a 3 attack dice
so
ship.
say a T-70 X-Wing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it could be. It could be worth it. It's a good alpha strike, right?
Sure.
If you can get it off that first round, it might give you an edge to.
Does that light help?
What?
Check the.
Oh, don't add a no.
Add light?
No, because that messes up the whole thing. We're trying out some things here with the with the dice cam.
Yep.
Let's see, because what is dice? There's dice cam. So, anyways.
Yep. So, yeah, so proton torpedoes, I agree with you, Adam. I think they're still worth it, but you have to be a little bit more judicious, right? You can't spam them anymore. Definitely worth it on the aces.
Yeah.
I think Luke can still do some real work with those. I think Wedge, maybe not. I think he's fine without those. And you want to fly him a little bit lighter too.
Well, and I've been flying, well, as you just saw last round, the 2 T-70s and then the 2 A-Wings, and I almost, there was a time when I was trying out munitions on them, and I almost never even used them per game.
Yeah.
Which, maybe that's just how I fly that list in particular.
Sure, yeah, if you
Now-
talk to Carson Ray, Radio TCX, he made top 8 at Phoenix.
He did. Congratulations,
yeah,
Carson.
absolutely. He was flying proton torpedoes on Nien, on his Nien Num. Right there, so that he could,
Now, was that
he could do some-
Oh, yes.
it was
or was it
protons.
advanced?
That was
Proton?
protons.
It was
Yeah, 'cause
protons?
he was using protons, so he could,
Oh.
talon roll and get Nien, and
That's,
it was
that's
pretty
what
crazy.
I tried to do that last round, and then
yeah,
I
I
realized
noticed.
that it was
But
a
you-
bank, and I was like, oh, I don't
Yep.
get to do any of that. Oops.
All right, so they are deploying some rocks here. So let's talk about the lists. We have what we have here. We have on Corey's side 2 Starkiller base pilots with biohexacrypt codes, and then we have Quickdraw with swarm tactics and special forces gunner, and Epsilon squadron cadet at 28 points to round out the squad for a full 200.
Cool. It's really hard to see from over here.
Yeah, switch it off studio mode.
That's probably a good idea.
That's what I'm able to. You have the mouse over there.
Oh, you're God. I'm
Experimental
good
stream.
I work with computers for a living. Is this the studio mode
Yep.
button? Okay. I also
Perfect.
need new glasses.
That's better. So, Ben's list. He was talking a little bit about this last round. We have Arvel Crynyd with Intimidation, Corran Horn with Fire Control System, and Lando with Leia, Nien, and Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, Ben is a big fan of those Millennium Falcons. Anyone here in Colorado who's played Ben will tell you if he's not flying a Falcon, then I don't know what he's flying.
Yeah. Ben is our self-proclaimed Falcon fanatic really. And we have some of the things that he was talking about.
What's it called when you have like a falcon, like the bird falcon?
Falconer?
Yeah, Ben's a falconer.
Ben's a falconer.
He's
yes,
a falconer.
he is. Although it doesn't sit on his hand, it sits mostly on the table, as we can see right here.
This sounds like something I could 3D print.
Yeah.
I might have to do that. Anyways.
Nien, Nien has Leia. Leia dropped so much. She's now 2 points.
She's 2 points, and I don't know what she does.
Leia has 3 charges, and when you spend all 3, all of your maneuvers become white for that round.
Wow.
Every single maneuver that your squad does becomes white, or you reduce the difficulty, I believe, is how that's worded. And she regains a charge each round. In fact, let's go ahead and bring up Leia here on the board. Right there, Leia Organa, at the start of the activation phase, you may spend 3 charges. During the phase, each friendly ship reduces the difficulty of this red maneuver. So all your reds become white.
Cool.
Essentially, she regenerates 1 force or 1 charge per round, so you can use that once every 3 turns. The one thing that I'm curious about, we did see Leia at Coruscant, and she didn't really have much of an effect. The rebels were still sort of in the turlet there.
Well, that's probably why. Like, sure, it helps, but now that the Falcon is so much cheaper and so many other rebel, like Corran is a lot cheaper, it might actually help with all of these ships.
I would agree with you, actually. I think that's the key.
More better ships.
Right.
Fit more ships that are better.
Because Leia works better the more ships that you have in your squadron.
Exactly. Which, Ben's flying a solid 3. And it's I'm curious to see his plan to take out these 2 chunky Upsilons.
There's a lot
as I look over on the left side of the screen, I'm like, oh boy.
Yep.
That's a lot of hit points. We got 12, 12, 6, and 4.
Yep. So we have a comment about proton torpedoes here. Sky Octopus saying, I still like Wedge with torps if you can get them fully modded like this. Wedge with torpedoes, just torpedoes, Luke with R2 and torpedoes, and then Benthic with Perceptive and Leia. I like that list a lot because Perceptive Copilot also dropped a few points.
Oh, yeah.
Down to 8.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to be trying some Rebels in the next couple days.
Me too.
I didn't really have time to throw together another list except for basically just tweaking the one I had today, so I just brought that. But
yeah, what did you have to change over that?
I had to take a trick shot off of Elo, and now it's 199 points.
Wow.
Yeah. So
look at that.
That was it. Not the resistance didn't get touched too much.
Yeah.
Other than I guess the bombers did a little bit.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, Adam, do you think that there is a list advantage here in this game?
I don't know. I mean,
that's not an answer. Press C again. Do you think that there's a list advantage in the game? Yes or no?
Oh, you mean a list advantage in this specific game?
In terms of list building, who has the advantage here?
Well, Corey has more ships on the board.
Yep.
And I'm just trying to think. I don't remember what the biohexacrypt codes do.
Yeah, biohexadecimal crypt codes. They allow you to, when you coordinate or jam, you can spend a lock that you have on the target of that action to do it at any range.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's very solid, especially for a 1 point. It's very, very solid. I think it can help negate some of the action advantage that Ben might have for Lando there. If you
just jam it away.
Those Starkiller bases, the Starkiller base pilots could jam away a lot of Corran's, especially his target locks, force him to take those again. If they both jam him, the same round, he could end up with no actions at all. All right, and they are going. The time starts as soon as I press the button right now. Good luck to Corey. Good luck to Ben as we start the second round of the night here at Collectormania. Thank you, by the way, to Collectormania for letting us take over their entire back office.
Yeah, it's nice and roomy, and there's pictures of cool places on the wall. Like there's a lighthouse and a beach.
There is.
And a garden.
It's very relaxing.
And I think that's like a mountain trail.
Yep.
And then some waterfalls.
And then we have Quickdraw in there with the with Swarm Tactics Special Forces Gunner. I love the Swarm Tactics. Get one of those Upsilons up high.
Oh, yeah. Keep
them
them
firing
keep
first.
them at initiative 6.
Exactly. Now,
Well,
when
that'll
you,
be because they have 3 dice, or are they still 4 dice?
they're still 4.
Oh, jeez.
They're still 4. Grumpy Grandpa 76. I love that username. Once again, by the way, this Corey's checking way more dice, but Corran should be able to dodge the shuttle's arcs, and I think that is going to be Corey's key.
Right
here, because
not
he's
letting
absolutely
him do
right.
that, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. And I like the way that the shuttles are positioned right here. One of them is likely to be running sort of straight in right there, with the other one moving quickly up the bottom of the board and then turning in to get a flank, so that there's one shuttle coming in from 2 different directions.
Well, we've got, is that the Epsilon or Quickdraw?
Yes, that is the Epsilon Squadron Cadet moving
Oh,
in
duh,
initiative
because it
1.
moved first.
2 straight and focused Starkiller base pilot, doing exactly that. 2 straight here.
Just cruising along the bottom. Is he flying, looks like orange bases?
Yep.
Just makes me think of Tang. Do you remember Tang?
I love Tang. I
haven't had Tang in so long. I'm gonna have to take so much insulin to drink some Tang, you guys.
Oh, yes, here's your nightly reminder that Adam has diabetes, everybody.
I mean, I couldn't just, not mention it.
Right. And a 1 straight from the other Starkiller base pilot, just taking a focus right there.
Speaking of which, I'm at 111 milligrams per deciliter.
Nice. Arvel,
which is okay.
3 straight using the Walker Classic 2017 template that Ben got right there. Been doing a 3 straight, likely boost down in towards the center, just a focus. No boost, just a focus. Corran is going to turn bank up towards the top of the board right there, giving Corey something to chase.
Yep. Excuse me.
Those aces moving up on the top of the board are going to give Corey a little bit of trouble, I think.
I thought you said those aces.
Those aces.
Ben's flying 3 aces.
Corran boosting in using the Walker Cart template. Walker Classic almost certainly going off again at the end of this year. Here's our plug.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna have all of the Fantasy Flight games this time. It might end up.
Just being X-wing.
I don't know. It might just be Legion. Who knows? Yep. But most likely just X-wing.
Yep.
But anyways, if you've wanted to come visit Colorado, that's an excellent tournament to come to. If you don't come to the System Open in April.
So Adam, let's talk through some more of the.
All right, talk through some more.
Talk through more.
As
some more of the
Quickdraw
changes.
does this 2 straight.
You're a scum player. You play with a lot of resistance, but you played a lot of scum.
I used to be a scum player.
You used to love that quad
I have
jumper,
since,
right?
Oh, they made the quad jumper more expensive.
They did make
and
the quad jumper
I am
more
a little
expensive.
sad, but also very proud of him.
So I'm most curious about your thoughts potentially on the Drea swarm there, because Drea Renthal got a little bit more expensive. The quad jumpers got a little bit more expensive, but her turret dropped significantly, as did the veteran turret gunner that can make her more potent, as did Y-Wings themselves, because all of the Y-Wings except for Drea and Cavill dropped a little bit, so now we can have some double tap
You all get a point
Drea
stop,
swarms.
except for you. And you.
So what's your thought there? Do you think the Drea swarm is the Drea swarm with quads is dead as is?
Nah. It's got quads. It'll be fine.
It'll still be fine.
Yeah, it'll still be fine. What the quads are a good ship. They're a fun ship. Drea's a pretty good ship, fun ship, and I totally know what this list is offhand. No, I've heard of it a little bit before. I don't have too much experience with it to really be able to talk about it, I don't think.
Well, I think it's important to know.
It seems like you'll still pretty much be able to fit most everything into it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're off of the next round. Whoa, Epsilon Squad Cadet going fast.
Yep.
If you're not first, you're last.
Exactly.
I guess.
You can't let Ben is taking a very patient approach up here.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really let that happen if you're Corey, because those aces Corran especially will get into a position that is just an untenable for you.
Oh well, yeah. If he gets behind those Upsilons, it's all over.
Yep.
So gotta move fast to not let him do that.
Uh-huh. The Upsilon banking in, doing pretty much exactly what we thought right there, right? A bank up towards the center of the board to approach from that other angle. That Upsilon doing a one straight. Now that's interesting. I would have thought he would stall there in order to keep his arc wide in case Ben wants to go around that debris to the top. It looks like he's committing a little bit more towards the top center of the board.
Yeah, like I don't know. Next turn he might have to do a hard turn or. Oh no, because Ben hasn't moved yet, so that might cost him there.
Yeah,
if Ben gets the chance to
they
scooch
do have
around
a
him.
one hard turn, which is good. So that
is it red?
It is red. So he can come around pretty quickly, but it's all going to be sort of dependent on where Corran goes. I think Arvel's taking a lock. Yes,
a lock. He does. No, he doesn't have munitions. Does he?
Yeah, Arvel does not.
Okay.
Arvel just has intimidation. Corran does not have munitions either. There's no munitions in this list. There is a one bank from Corran right there.
We're using the walker cart. Okay.
And it's interesting too because that lower Upsilon, that lower Starkiller base pilot is sort of out of position, I would say now.
Yeah,
now that
he's
he's
a little
been
too far
a
away
little
now.
bit conservative.
Well, and he's gonna have to turn up fast with the cadet as well.
Yes,
he's pretty far away too. Ben's in that nice conga line at the top.
Ben's in a really great place here. He is going to use Lando's ability coordinate Arvel to focus. Well, sort of coordinate, semi-coordinate.
Is he moving arc? Yep, arcs are up to the side now. So we got left and right arc.
Quickdraw here. Going to be doing, it looks like, a 5 straight as well.
Quickdraw going quick.
Ha!
Quickdraw done quick.
Quick on the draw.
Now
are we going to see a barrel roll up towards the top there to bring him a little bit closer?
Maybe. I'm waiting. Yep, there it is. Barrel roll, barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll.
Quickdraw likely to follow up with a 3 turn next turn, I would assume.
Let's see. Yeah,
maybe a 2 from where he is if he expects Corran to come in real hard.
Yeah, maybe a 2, another barrel roll.
Keep those arcs wide.
What do you think?
Shot from Quickdraw.
Do you think that Corran is going to come down that lane between those debris, or is Corran going to go past, try and get behind? I think he's going to go fast and try and get behind that Upsilon.
I think that he is too.
Yeah, that's what I would do, but not saying that means it's right.
Yep.
It probably means it's not. But that's what I would do, is definitely try and get behind those whales. And
Corey, shot from the Starkiller base pilot.
Corey's kind of set it up and giving him that chance, I think.
Yep.
Especially that A-wing, just 5 straight. Can they I forget, can the A-wings get a second action?
Yeah, they have
auto thrusters, right?
Well, it's the A-wing version of auto thrusters, essentially, where it's only boost. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but you can only boost after.
Well, that's perfect, because then you just 5 straight barrel roll boost. Done.
I don't know that he does that. I think Arvel's going to try to turn in a little bit more. He wants to be a little bit more sort of.
Oh, maybe 3 bank barrel roll boost. Yeah, I could see that.
I could see that. To try to perhaps get a block off on the shuttle if the shuttle decides to take the 1 turn.
That's true, because he will move before the shuttle.
Yeah.
No, he won't. The shuttles are at 2.
That's true.
So he won't. True. So he's gonna have to go fast to go around the shuttle and not get bumped by the shuttle.
So we're actually sort of at an interesting juncture right here, because if Ben decides to go fast and Corey puts that shuttle turns that shuttle hard up towards the top of the board, then Corey's actually in a pretty good position, because the shuttle arc will be wide enough that I don't think Corran and Arvel could quite get past that, and they'd be taking 4 dice to the face. But if he decides to not turn up and Corey, if he decides to not turn up and Ben goes fast, then Ben now has an upper hand. Similarly, if one of them turns towards the center of the board and the other one does not, then it is all up to those dials.
Yeah. Either way, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I'm curious to see how this conga line shapes out.
Yeah, so if you were in Ben's place right here, do you think that you would take your chances with the center or go fast?
Go fast, absolutely.
Go fast?
Yeah, go fast, because one, you're probably taking less shots. Two, you can probably get around that Upsilon.
Sure.
Or at least
But what
close
if he can't?
to it.
Because I don't think a 5 straight, if Corey won turns, I don't think a 5 straight's going to get out of that arc.
Nope. No, it won't. I think the only thing that A-Wing can do is probably 3 bank, barrel roll boost.
And you still have the Falcon to worry about too. Because the Falcon's in back and has a it's fine.
Okay.
The Falcon's in back and still has that Upsilon as well as Quickdraw to worry about. Chat, what do you think? You think we're just talking out of our butts? I also want to hear. If we've already talked about supernatural reflexes. We've talked about proton torpedoes. The next question that I have for all of you folks in the chat is: Redline still viable right now? Because Redline was hit really hard from a couple directions. His chassis increased, trajectory simulator increased, proton torpedoes increased to a huge increase in points for him. Is he still reliable?
I mean, probably just expensive, and it's more you have to take points off of something else.
Sure. We do have to remember that some of those lists with Redline were running with a 14, 15-point bid.
Yeah, so now they're just not.
But like that was the Whisper soon too. Redline, and of course Whisper also got hurt a little bit. So where do you put Redline now? There is a we'll like to hear from you in the chat. There's a 3-turn from the Epsilon Cadet, followed by a 3 straight from the lower Upsilon. I like that maneuver. You're coming in towards the center of the board. If Ben does decide to turn into the center, making that extraordinarily dangerous, and setting yourself up for a 2 left turn there. If he does not to get into a chasing position with that shuttle. One bank with the Upsilon right there. So that's sort of a. I'm not sure that I like that a ton.
Well, it doesn't hit the debris, so that is nice. But that looks pretty easy to get behind.
Yeah. So if Ben does decide to go fast, he is certainly out of the Upsilon's arc with Corran and
with both
Arvel at the very least. Lando is probably still a little stuck.
No, Lando would have to do like a 5 bank, which it doesn't exist.
Yep. So Turd Hats in the chat has a thought on this. You can't slow roll your approach like that as Corey. You have to force your opponent one direction while the rest of your list moves in behind. Now he's given the space to either 5 straight for the aces to turn in, and he can't guarantee arc in both directions. I think that is absolutely correct. In fact, here comes Arvel.
Is that a 2 bank?
That is a 2 bank.
Wow,
I'd like to see a little bit quicker, but I think he can still get around there if he focuses.
He's got it.
He's got it.
Yep. Focus boost.
He is going to boost.
No, quicker not needed.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see Corran doing a very similar maneuver, probably a little bit faster.
Beautiful arc dodge and set up for the shoosting.
Yep, as well as to really get in there, because he can do a 2-turn or a 3, some straight maneuvers and get right in the middle of Quickdraw there, try to block him.
Well, and then even
make
next turn if he wants, just do they have 3 sloop, right?
All right, though. Okay.
Ooh,
here we go. That's
coming right down.
Extremely aggressive maneuver from Corran Horn. A 2 straight down into the center of the board.
Oh, no. What was his action?
It was just a focus.
Oh,
no boost or anything like that.
It's a little bit hard to see that token, I see.
Yep, 3 bank from Lando. His arcs are facing sideways, so he does have a shot. Nyan Num will make that green. We're probably going to see... looks like Ben laying down a target lock there, as well as another actions from Lando's ability.
Man, I didn't think he was going to turn Corran down and face off like that.
Yeah, neither did I. That is extreme. I think that's extremely dangerous, considering where that other Upsilon is, especially.
Yeah, the next few turns are going to be interesting for Corran.
Yeah, I don't think that lower Upsilon is in range, which is good.
It's good
which
now.
Is very good for Ben, but we'll see where that is. Falcon evading.
Ooh.
DRob24 asks, question, can Captain Phasma and Petty Officer Thamison work together, or are they totally separate? I believe they do work together here. Next, DRob24, remind us after this round ends. While they're setting dials, we will circle back to that and put those up on the screen and tell. But I want to watch this first, because here comes Quickdraw with that 3-turn in, and he's going to pile some serious firepower into Corran Horn.
Ooh. Yep. Yep. Looks like we probably got. So we got the
Lock coming in from Quickdraw.
Oh, that was a lock.
Yep.
I was thinking we were in the engagement phase already.
Now he's picking his target right here because he also has Lando. Who do you go for?
I would almost go for Corran just because Corran's got what? A focus?
Yeah.
And if you can pop Corran before he gets the chance to double tap,
Yeah, I agree with that.
That'll be very good for the shuttle.
I agree with that. I think his bullseye is just off aligned right there, so he won't be able to get that onto
That's
Quickdraw.
right. It's bullseye only now, huh?
Maybe onto that cadet, but I
Oh.
don't think you burn your bullseye in a range 3 shot at a TIE FO.
No. I forgot it was bullseye, and I thought he was going to do that on the shuttle.
He put the lock in on Lando though.
Ooh, going for the Falcon. Checking range 1.
Swarm leader or swarm tactics onto the TIE FO.
All right, so they both
TIE
get
FO,
to shoot.
TIE FO first to shoot there. Range 3 onto Corran. Two dice out of range 3 there. Rolling into the dice cam for 2 hits. Look at that. And it looks like there's plenty of evades. I see 3 and a focus. No damage. Chat's consensus is to go for Corran if you can. I think I agree with that. Corey seems to have a different perspective, though. We will see if that pays off. Quick draw now range. It looks like range 2 into Corran. Interesting that he put his lock in on Lando then.
Oh, is that to keep Lando? Oh no, because this isn't.
It's not the Upsilon for the biohexacrypt codes.
Yeah, but I don't know why he did that. Huh.
Interesting.
All right.
Let's look at the dice cam.
It's on there.
Let's see. He put
probably-
something in there. There we go. 2 crits. Corran will spend the focus to take no damage. All right, now Ben firing back.
So we're on to initiative 5. We got Corran range 2.
Range 2 into that Starkiller base pilot. Three hits naturally from Corran Horn right there. 1 evade die. Looks like it comes up paint, so 2 shields off of that Starkiller base pilot, which I am going to call number 1. Is that one up there on the top? And I just put in the wrong one right there. That one up there on the top will be number 1. So 2 shields off of him.
All right. Looks like a shot from Lando onto the same one.
Yep. Lando, same one. Looks like range 2 obstructed.
So we get that trick shot die.
Mm-hmm.
It's trick shot, right? That's in there?
No. There is no talent. Hit crit. Hit crit. Crit.
So just the 3.
Mm-hmm, just the 3.
That is juicy.
This is range 2 obstructed, and we get 1 evade, so 2 crits, 2 more shields. Fortunately, the Starkiller base pilot has hull and shields to spare.
Yep.
Although, let's see Arvel's range 1 shot.
A wing. A wing. A wing.
And we have a focus for 3 more hits. No evades. Shields down and 1 hull off on the Starkiller base pilot number 1, leaving it with 5 left.
That's points. We got
That
half
is
a ship.
points. Ben Hamor takes first score up here.
First
20,
blood.
29.
I guess not
2-0.
first blood yet, but first points. On the board.
Let's take a look at that below Starkiller base pilot. Looks like we are just out of range. The upper one absolutely has a shot on Corran, range 2.
And I believe that is unobstructed
Yes,
with
sir.
the parallel there.
Or the 2 obstructed shot onto Lando. Taking the shot range 2 onto Corran. See if we can't put some damage in. There's a lot of paint, but it looks like there's some focus. 2 hits. 1 evade. Corran Horn takes a shield down. And that looks like it will do it for
that
round 1.
Yeah, so that was everything. So that last shot, was that from the...
That was from the
cadet?
upper Starkiller base. The cadet fired first. He got swarm tactics.
Oh, that's right.
Yep, got swarm tactics. Turd Hat says we should probably inspect Ben's dice. Yeah, totally. Ben's, that's how he wins. Okay, so we have some response here for Thanison and Captain Phasma. We're talking about both of the crew. Thanison crew reads during the activation or engagement phase after an enemy ship in your arc at range 0 to 1 gains a red or orange token. If you're not stressed, you may gain 1 stress token. If you do, that ship gains 1 additional token. And Phasma is the old first edition Mara Jade. You don't remove stress tokens at the end of the engagement, or at the end of the engagement phase. Each enemy ship at range 0 to 1 that is not stressed gets a stress token. And it does. I do believe that they work together. So Phasma specifically triggers at the end, but Thanison says during. So I believe they do work together, because during could be at any point, including the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe so, but we have some rules lawyers in the chat here that'll help us out with that.
Judge.
Yeah, Grumpy Grandpa has a comment about Redline. You can still combo him with Whisper and Vermeil, just not as potent as it once was. And I agree with that. I think Whisper has legs, maybe with Fifth Brother on there. We get a free focus essentially every turn.
Well,
get
and
that
you can
force.
use it for a crit too.
Exactly, which is never bad. And then you have Vermeil is also very solid.
There actually is one part where it could be bad, which is when you're flying against Wookiees with, what's the thing where they can basically take the crit for you and it makes it easy to spread
selfless.
damage. Selfless, yes.
Yeah. Well, or you could spend it just for the regular hit. You don't have to.
Right.
Yeah,
that's true, yeah. So, yeah, either way, it's good, because then you basically change it to either one.
All right, so end of this first round, Adam. Who do you think has the upper hand?
See, it's interesting because both of them did kind of what we didn't want them to do.
Right.
You know, Ben turned in with Corran to face the music, and then that Upsilon just, I think, overextended just a bit and letting that A-wing get behind him, but not Corran though.
Yeah, with Corran in the place that he is, I'm actually kind of a fan of the Upsilon's positioning, specifically because there's a nice juicy right-hand turn there that could be spent for a block.
Yep.
And Corran definitely has to be wary of that, because Corran gets blocked and that other Upsilon comes screaming up from the bottom to put some real dice into him. The Epsilon Cadet could also be going for a block, although I don't think that is his greatest asset right here, right now. I think he just tries to put some firepower in, maybe go for a block next turn.
I'm thinking about this block on the top of the screen that we think that Upsilon is going to do. You know, like 2 hard right, or 2 or 1 hard right.
I'm thinking of one hard, because Corran could possibly decide to go pilot right and try to get out of that.
Yeah, but then the Upsilon is facing the wrong way for everything else. I'm not convinced.
So where else?
I mean, YOLO onto the debris? Go after Lando?
For what purpose though? Lando can boost out. He's got that boost.
He won hard the other way. Yeah, that's probably too hard at that point to not take as much stress, or is that also a red?
I think turning him left is going to put him more out of position.
I don't think he has a good option. Like,
no,
I
think turning him left is going to put him more out of position. He'll be double stressed.
Sure.
He might take a crit on that debris. At least if he turns him right, he might be able to gum up Corran for another turn or two.
Yeah, that's
turn
probably
back
the
around,
reasoning.
Turn back around to get to Arvel as well.
Yeah, because going left, I guess he maybe gets some more shots, but going right, you don't get stressed, and I don't know. They're both not.
Oh,
great.
Leia has been spent.
Oh.
Okay. So that gives us a little bit of an idea then of what Ben might be looking at here. Looks like we might end up having maybe a K-turn from Corran.
Is that a sloop from the Cadet?
That is a sloop from the Cadet.
Cadet.
I think Corey is predicting this too. If Corran has indeed dialed in a K-turn, then Corey might have just predicted it. And did he block with that Star Killer base? This is going to be a really interesting turn.
So I don't know if he wants to block if he did a K turn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you almost want him to just like get right in front of that guy, and then you can shoot him with all hands.
Well, you'll look at that. It's interesting because the sloop right there is actually not in a bad position to do a block on Corran. In fact, if he K-turns, I think he'll be blocked against the TIE Fighter instead of the Upsilon. The Upsilon does elect to coordinate Quickdraw, though. There's a too hard to the right from that Upsilon. Yeah, there's the too hard from the Upsilon coming into a blocking position. Now, that's interesting because he kind of went double block right there. I almost would have watched him do maybe a one bank to get guns on there where he assumed that the block might be. Interesting maneuver. Let's see.
Oh, we're railroading here.
Mm-hmm. Because he is blocking himself into his own cadet.
Yeah, that I don't think unless Corran did a hard turn, I don't think anybody's getting away from that.
Yeah, but if Corran did bank pilot right like a 3, that is juicy, right?
Ooh.
Because if he from this position, if he banked pilot right a 3, I believe he might be able to boost and squirt past that lower Upsilon.
And they are performing surgery down there. Look at all the things. All right, and we have success. He is alive. Send him home in 36 hours. No solid foods for a week.
Yep. Upsilon coming back, and now we get to see where Ben has gone. Arvel.
Yeah, a lot of locks on that Upsilon.
Yeah.
All right, Arvel, the A-Wing. Weep.
Two-turn
blue.
Now remember, Arvel can boost into other ships.
He can.
But does he want to? I don't know about that.
Well, can he fire at them when he does that?
Yes, he can. Because he's Arvel. He can fire at range 0.
Okay, that is Arvel.
Yep.
Oh, the intimidation lets him boost into other ships.
No, that's just part of his ability.
No, but I mean, wait.
The intimidation reduces the agility of a ship that he's touching.
Oh. Wait, did he just focus?
He did just focus. And there's a boost.
Oh, and an A-Wing boost.
Stress to Arvel boost into that Star Killer base pilot.
Beautiful.
Also manages to rotate his arc just a little bit to the left in case Quickdraw maybe decides to do a turnaround maneuver. Yeah, K-turn sloop maybe. He might be able to catch Quickdraw if he doesn't want to shoot the Upsilon.
Which probably won't shoot the Upsilon now that it's
I would say
5 left. Go for the kill. Got to keep all guns on target.
You just put 7 damage into it last turn. You can put 5 in this.
Absolutely.
Corran Lando's moving first here. Lando doing a 1 straight. That's a blue maneuver, so he will be able to give an action to Corran. Deciding on that action. Let's see. Corran will take an evade. Okay. Lando will take his own action to focus. Corran's doing a 3 sloop, which is white because of Leia, and we're just going to go right into that Upsilon right there.
Ooh. A beautiful block. Well, maybe a little bit over-engineered block.
to be quite honest, I kind of would have liked to see Corran clear that. Well, it's not bad. There's 1 fewer shots coming in against the damaged Upsilon.
I don't think he has bullseye against anything. Well, he's got bullseye on the rear.
On the rear Upsilon.
Rear Upsilon, maybe range 2.
And then Quickdraw is failing his own sloop.
Bonk. Cool.
Look at that. Moving a tiny bit forward.
Weep.
Bonk into the Upsilon.
Boop. Now Kith.
Getting stressed from the failed sloop. And now we have some shots. Okay, so swarm tactics will go off,
Well,
I think.
wait, did Lando move?
Lando did. One straight.
No, okay. I missed
Yep.
it somehow.
Swarm tactics is not going to be super useful here. I think the best choice is to take that lower Upsilon there.
Yeah.
And in fact, that's exactly what he does. The lower Starkiller base pilot is getting swarm tactics.
Swarm tactics. I don't know.
And we have a range 1 shot onto Arvel.
Ooh.
Well, we were measuring all the shots, but it looks like
Looks like a
range 2 onto
yeah.
Corran
That's
as well.
absolutely a 2.
Yeah, I think that's the shot that you take.
Yeah, if you can nail
Nope,
down.
he's taking the range
Nope.
1.
Taking the range 1. All right. Range 1 at Arvel. With a lot of dice.
Yep, that's a big old handful. Range 1, just
okay.
2 hits right there.
2 hits.
2 evades. Arvel takes no damage. In a way, I can see what he's going for. Perhaps try to strip that focus so that his return shot against the damaged Upsilon is a little less effective.
Well, because does Corran have an evade?
Corran does have an evade.
Yeah, so yeah, I can see why you'd maybe be. Try
I
and put
think you
damage on
want to
something, I guess.
put damage onto the same target. I think you want to focus
Sure.
because it looks like Quickdraw is going to be firing at Corran. Yeah, range 1 on both Corran and Arvel. He's taking the shot on Arvel. Interesting. Interesting.
Well, I mean, I guess he didn't. Did he do any shield? Yeah, he did 1.
The store phone is here. 1 damage.
I just learned that there's a phone in here.
2 evades. No damage onto Arvel. Lots of people calling in to get the great products that Collectormania offers here. Parker, Colorado. Thanks again to Collectormania for allowing us to use their stuff. We have Lando will be firing at range 2 onto Starkiller base number 1. And there's 3 paint. Spend the focus for 3 hits. And no dice. 2 hits and a crit. No dice for that Starkiller base pilot because Arvel has intimidation. So we're waiting for that crit there. Crit is a stunned pilot.
All right.
So now Corran's shot. Oh, thank you, Corey. Corran's range 1 onto that Epsilon Cadet. Hit and 2 crits. Ben's dice might be crooked.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of crits.
There's a lot of natural crits right there.
We all know how he rolls when we play D&D.
1 evade, 2 crits onto the Epsilon.
Oof.
Shield and a hull damage.
Wait, that's the cadet.
Yep.
Oh. Wait.
Crit is
what?
fuel leak. He fired two crits got through onto the Epsilon Cadet.
Oh, I thought you said Upsilon. I was like, wait,
No,
what?
there's Epsilon and
Cadet.
Upsilon.
So
now Arvel
cadet,
into
got
the Upsilon. Starkiller base number 1.
The big one.
And there's 3 after focus. He only has
Oof.
2 hull left and no dice because of intimidation. Means a dead Starkiller base pilot.
Yep. I'm sending brainwaves. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, sending brainwaves to have them take their dice out of the box.
So there goes an Upsilon. Round
Oops.
2 of... Thank you, Adam. Round 2 of combat. There goes an Upsilon. And we are back to dials for the next round right here. Big swing in Ben's favor.
Swing. Oh, absolutely. That's the one that's being taken away. Okay.
Yes.
So that's the one that died. There's a lot of locks there.
Yep.
So what do you think Corey has to do to swing this back?
You know,
in his favor?
It's very interesting because Corey made some targeting decisions that I think were a little bit questionable. You know, not being able to not pouring all of your fire into Corran while he's right there. I think had some. It seemed like he was being a little bit wishy-washy on his choice of targets, locking Lando. Wasting time locking Lando on that first round. Now chasing Arvel when you had Corran blocked in a nice spot. It seems a little bit weird. Yeah, Corey absolutely needs to kill Corran in order to win this game.
Yeah, it looks like Grumpy Grandpa agrees with you.
Yep, Corey needs to kill Corran. The issue here is I'm not sure how that can be accomplished.
Yeah, he's going to have to get some lucky rolls or maybe... set up some really good blocks on the A-Wing and Corran.
Yeah.
At least, and it definitely stay away from that double tap.
For
so
sure.
Keep out of that bullseye. Get blocked if you have to, but I guess actually don't block. Well, I don't know if you want to. You can't. He could kind of block Arvel, but you don't really want to do that because Arvel
really
likes that.
But you definitely want to block Corran there, and I think that's where he needs to go. That's his that's what he needs to do. He needs to block Corran. He needs to kill Corran, and Corran's actually in a really good position right now. With a good use of Leia, it allows him now to take another red maneuver this turn, perhaps reattempt that sloop down towards the bottom right corner of the board. Lando could do a green maneuver, give him a pre-maneuver roll or something like that, or pilot left towards that debris, and then a sloop out there to give him a little bit of space. Could be a very, very solid maneuver.
Yeah.
Get some space, keep on, and Quickdraw just facing in an unfortunate position, making it really tough for him to chase.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think Ben is going to be trying to get behind that other Upsilon, because once he does that, then it's pretty much it for that Upsilon, unless you can take it out with Quickdraw.
So is that Upsilon best served maybe turning to the left and chasing Lando now? Or at least trying to put some dice on the left. I think that's... I feel like that is his best target right now.
See, I can't decide if he wants to do that or maybe turn away to the right side to maybe try and see if he can nail down Corran, but I guess that depends on where Corran is going.
Yeah, I feel like Corran will be going a little bit too fast for a right-hand maneuver to clear, or for a right-hand maneuver to be able to actually catch him. Turning to the left gives him some, especially if Lando wants to come back a little bit, because Lando's going to be turning out a little bit, and if Lando wants to come back a little bit closer in order to keep his ability going off for his buddies, he might run into an Upsilon, and I think that's the best way that Corey can run interference for that. So marking the Upsilon so that TIFO can take a 2 right turn. Green. Blue. Sorry, excuse me. Yep. Marking Quickdraw as well.
Is that going to make it past Arvel? Oh, no,
I doubt it. It is
we're
going to block.
Arvel.
We're just figuring... No, we're marking
They're
Quickdraw so
that
that you can
one.
lay the template in and figure out exactly where he goes.
Again, with the surgery.
Yep.
Bunch of surgeons.
They're being very specific. So, chat, while we're here in preparation for the next mid or interstitial round discussion, go ahead and tell us anything that we have that we haven't really talked about so far that we could talk about for the points changes. Anything that's different, some more phantom speak. I don't know anything. We haven't really talked about Scum all that much. Boba Fett went up significantly, as did Marauder and Han. So that build is not over, but a lot tougher. So what are y'all doing with fire sprays now? I think is where I want to go right there. Now that that Upsilon looks like he's just going forward and bumping. No, he's attempting a 2-turn to the left there. And we got to mark a bunch of stuff. You only got 34 minutes left in the round, folks.
That's enough time to kill an Upsilon and maybe 2 ties. Maybe. Actually, it's just, like barely enough time.
Turning to the left, attempting that.
It's like we're doing the
sideways maneuver
sideways
technique. He is
dealy.
not going to clear Arvel, though.
I don't believe so.
And the Epsilon falling off anyway.
Everything's fine. We're all fine here.
Yeah, and Scum also Moldy Crow up 6 points, making Torkel and Paylob much harder to field. So I'm really curious what those sort of go-to lists are.
Yeah, the Hawk has had kind of
an up and down,
wild ride
right here.
First, it gets a measly 1-die primary.
Yep.
Then
it's exceptional.
It's really good.
Yep.
And now it's just expensive.
Yep. From a mainstay, the Moldy Crow title got bumped up. Torkel, Rourke, and Paylob all got bumped up in points. Dace Bonearm got bumped down just a little bit, though. So not quite enough, I think, to offset the Moldy Crow title. Plus, you need the ion weapons, which did get cheaper in those turrets and the Y-wings, as well as the veteran turret gunner. So that could be a valid idea to go with. No movement from the Upsilon right there. Arvel probably just going to, yep, there we go. 2-turn. We're just going to see him smack right into the cadet.
We have a good old-fashioned bump party.
Yep.
A lot of that going on tonight.
Really good showing from Arvel here too. I gotta mention that. Really excited to see him pulling so much weight right now.
Yeah, he's been getting the nice blocks. And
Yep.
So this is right where Arvel wants to be.
Yep, in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
They're still just performing surgery. Eyeball it at this point. Casual game.
But we're on stream.
That being way too precise. You can lay the template. Oh, they're pulling the template out.
Oh, they just they might need that.
All
one.
right.
All right. There we go. We found the problem. He had a template in his abdomen. All right, setting him back in there. Wait. Oh, I see. And then Arvel's going to go along that
I don't see
railroad.
why they needed to do all that marking. It seems like the template fit just fine.
I don't know.
Whatever. It's there. I am of course complaining about people playing the game correctly. So don't take my words with anything more than a grain of salt.
Can't do anything right when Ace is behind the mic.
Speaking of
either
can't
got
do
a messy
anything right,
table
we're
or...
complaining about Moldy Crow, and once again we have to remember supernatural reflexes went up to 32 points.
River.
Oh, you're just happy because I won't be able to beat you so hard with it anymore.
I mean, you still will because you're still gonna fly Vader.
Oh, I'm still gonna fly Vader.
Yeah,
just with a less subtle hammer build.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter because you just throw everything else away and you use Vader.
Lando banking 1 to the left. That is a blue maneuver, so we're going to see another action pop off of Lando right here.
Upsilon back on his base.
He's going to be passing an action to Arvel, who will, I believe, focus.
Na focus. I think. Is that what that is? Wait. Is that Arvel's token that was just...
that's a crit token on the Epsilon Cadet.
Oh, to remember fuel leak. I see.
NCC 1701 Captain Kirk says supernatural reflexes should be more expensive still, but I believe that just like that username on a Star Wars stream, that is a troll. A troll comment, so thank you. There's the 3 sloop, I believe, once again from Corran. Beautiful.
There we go. That's what we. And he guessed the correct direction as well. Not sure if the other way would have. Well, it might have fit.
Yep.
He might have been safe both ways, but
I don't think so.
A little more safe this direction. Oh, yeah, he wouldn't have fit. Yeah, I don't know.
No, he would not have fit the other
What do
direction.
you think, chat? Would he have fit the other way?
The answer is no, and we all know that. That
Well.
will be stressed, but he is fine with that. If he's not getting shot, he'll have a nice range 1 shot onto the cadet. That cadet almost likely going down this turn, almost certainly going down this turn. Although let's see where Quickdraw goes. A 1 straight from Quickdraw. We might see an arc rotate to fire out both the front and the back at Lando and Corran this round. Unless he is just out of Lando, which is possible. Or Lando's just out of his arc.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he has Lando. Oh, but
There's a barrel roll.
but
An interesting barrel roll right there, right in front of the rock. Maybe banking on a coordinate from the Upsilon to give him a barrel roll out of that next round.
yeah, assuming the Upsilon survives.
Oh, the Upsilon will survive.
Oh, because I don't. Well,
Corran doesn't have a shot on him.
He doesn't.
No.
Does he not? Okay. It's like parallel to the front.
He's going to be checking for swarm tactics there. Has the range 1 onto the Epsilon Cadet, I believe. He will use it. So Epsilon Cadet gets swarm tactics up to initiative 6. But, of course, there is no shot.
Woo! That was fun.
Yep. Quick draw then, measuring range to Lando Calrissian.
All right, we got some. This is on to Lando.
Yep. Looks
Or
like
from-
range
yeah.
1. A lot of paint right there. Looks like
Ooh.
hit, crit, a blank die. He does have that target lock that he put in, electing not to spend it. Lando does roll and evade, 2 shields down. Corey's starting, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. A little bit, maybe too little, too late right there.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get
Constantly
through.
switching targets.
Got to get through what 7 hull to
Yep.
get. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. No.
2
Math.
hits onto
6
that
hull.
Epsilon Cadet, 1 fewer die because of the Arvel's intimidation, Arvel's Crynyd, and blank.
Well, we got a
Or
1.
focus evade. So 1 evade, a 1 hit into there. The Epsilon has 1 hull left.
Ooh. It's not a crit, right?
No.
Because if that was a crit. Ooh.
Yep. Sending our vibes to get that die out of the dice box. Lando. Looks like we're going to be firing range 3 onto the Cadet or range 1 onto Quick Draw. Let's see. Okay, Lando is going to be firing range 1 onto Quick Draw. There's a big hit. Focus for 4.
Ooh. That's,
It looks
that's
like
some money.
2 blanks right there. Ah, 2 evades.
Oh, 2 evades.
Perfect Quick Draw. He does take 2 shields off, gets his return shot. The best that Quick Draw could have hoped for right there.
Well, oh yeah,
Ideally,
because
he would only take 1
that's-
shield, right?
Yeah, but the
he-
best for how many hits
Yep.
were on those dice.
Range 1 into Lando with that target lock. There's a lot of paint right there. It seems like some focuses. Spending the target lock into more focuses. So a hit and a crit.
Corey,
Which
I
Lando
feel
will
your
roll a
pain.
focus and change that to an evade. So hit and crit.
No, just wait. Oh, did he change it to an evade?
He did. Yep.
Okay,
So,
so
hit
it's just-
and crit rolled. 1 goes through.
One goes
shield,
through.
1
Okay.
more shield down.
Okay. Corey still needs to make up
Yep.
just.
Arvel rolling 1
half
into
something.
the Epsilon.
Will it be enough?
It
No.
will not. Epsilon survives on 1 more hull.
Not today.
The Upsilon. We can take that range 1 onto Arvel there. Looks like we are range 1 at Arvel. Once again, tell us what your go-to scum lists are, especially maybe with some new pointed hawks.
Has
We'll
anyone
talk about those. Hey, there's a hit, 2 hits, 2 crits. Naturally, Arvel rolling 2 evades, 1 blank. Spend that evade for 3 evades and just take 1 crit.
blink?
Arvel planks a shield off. Not too bad.
Nice, nice, nice. Has anyone flown? Has anyone flown 3 Brobots yet?
I'm really interested in that
I really
list.
want to see it, and I want to see it flown not by me.
Yeah, that's not bad because you get some free jamming beams. I think you get B, C, and D. I don't think you can fit A in there.
I think it's A and B are the more expensive ones,
Yeah.
so you get your choice, and then D and C you are just what the other 2 are because of how points work out.
Yeah, well, let's see. We get
Aggressor?
Yep, it's right at the top.
Yep.
If we get, I think we can get. I don't think we can do.
Oh, because A is 68?
Yes.
Oh, I thought A was also...
So we can do A, B, and D.
But
with
can
2
you fit
points
the
left?
title? Yeah, see, that doesn't work because you have to fit the title on all 3 of them.
Well, if A and let's see, because you would probably want, let's see, C in there. Yeah, you probably want A.
Well, you need
B,
the title
and
on at
C,
least
yeah.
2, or it's no good.
So A, B, and D. I would say A and D can share each other's. Yeah, so A and D can share each other's title. You get free jamming beams for A, B, D. That's not too bad.
Yeah, I've seen a
B
lot of
is
people
used-
wanting to fly B, C, and D just because you
Uh-huh.
can fit the title on everyone.
It's
and
not
then
too shabby.
Everyone can do everything.
But
although
I think that A is a better
I
one, right?
agree. A is my favorite because he lets you basically share one of the calculate tokens, and of course they all get 2 whenever they perform a calculate.
Yeah, especially when you don't get a great cannon to double shot with, right?
Right.
'Cause you get jamming beam, but it's an interesting choice whether or not you want to use that one. I don't hate that. You basically have A and D, and then B is just kind of there.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of unmodified dice, but it is a lot of hit points behind a lot of greens, so it would be tough to take
pretty
down.
maneuverable medium base chassis.
Yeah, very maneuverable.
I do like those medium bases, so I don't know. I might have to try it. I don't think I'd be very good at it, but I would like to try it.
So NCC 1701 Captain Kirk says A, B, and 4-LOM can fit in the list. IG-88D crew can fit on 4-LOM as well.
Oh.
And that is a very, very interesting proposition.
You have my attention.
Yeah. No, that is actually a that's actually very, very interesting because you get A.
And that's also 3 medium bases.
That's also 3 medium bases. You get A, B. Let me build this in. You get that G1A.
Flom.
Yep. With IG-88D, and you have 13 points left on that. Actually,
that's pretty good.
So yeah, you've got some pretty significant space.
Oh wait,
to
put
work
the
with
put the
right
title
there.
on the other aggressor. Real quick.
Yes, so 12
12
points.
points,
Yep.
but still, that's good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that is really, really solid here.
Maybe trick shot on a couple guys. So it looks like we have the Upsilon. What is he doing?
We're
marking the
Upsilon
for that cadet. I keep too many things going on here. So that cadet doing a 3 bank.
Yep, just looking like wants to put some pressure onto Lando before he dies.
Before he dies. Put that Upsilon back.
And also perhaps just getting out of dodge.
Yeah, because he's got, what, 1 left?
1 left on the Epsilon.
He's going to be that TIE fighter that just doesn't die.
Yep. 3 bank from that Upsilon. That's a little bit interesting.
Ooh.
But
bye.
Yeah, don't hate that. Probably looking to guarantee the clear so that he can get a coordinate off onto Quickdraw, I would assume. Oh, but he hits the debris.
Oh, no.
So no action for him anyways. Now, that's interesting. I understand what he was going for, but a 3 straight might have been just
well,
as
3 straight would have
useful.
hit the other debris, so it would have been the
Sure.
same, except then he's closer to Lando.
No damage, but he is stressed.
Arvel doing a 1 hard.
Likely a focus stress booster round. Maybe just a focus if he has
Yeah,
that
if you can
arc
just
already.
take out that cadet.
Yep. There's the focus. And stress him to boost. Love those A-Wings.
A-Wings are fun. I don't know, but these A-Wings have a green 3 bank.
You can just be quiet with your A-Wing elitism.
Just saying, Resistance A-Wings.
They're good.
The fun.
They're good. I'm not
The
denying that.
fun. Then again, I haven't played the Rebel A-Wings with the point drop.
Corran
don't
just
think
doing a 1 straight right here.
A-Wings dropped a little bit, didn't they?
Yeah, most of the A-Wings did. The Phoenix did not, but they all gained a second talent slot.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm interested in A-Wings. I liked to fly a Wedge and 4 A-Wings list before, and I like that. I still like that. Maybe there's enough to fit some talents on those Phoenix.
Or maybe like,
Or drop some of those some of those homing missiles. Can fit a couple copies of outmaneuver.
well, or maybe like 3 A-Wings, 2 B-Wings, something like that. Because the B-Wings got
The
cheaper
B-Wings are
too.
so much more expensive, though. You can't
They're
fly
more
those
expensive?
with Wedge. Well, they're
Oh.
41 points as
Well, that's what
opposed
I mean.
to 30.
You don't have Wedge. You have like 2 B-Wings instead or something.
Yeah, but Wedge and 4 A-Wings is so much more fun. 1 bank down to the left from Lando. Arc is still facing sideways, just as a reminder.
Yep, broadside arc.
Mm-hmm. With Lando's ability, he's giving himself a free focus. His action will be to target lock Quickdraw. Quickdraw is going to sloop through the debris.
Ooh, oh, it's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Well, he was banking on that coordinate action from the Upsilon
and
there.
it didn't happen.
Did not quite fit.
Haha, banking. Because it's a bank temp. I
Ha.
don't know. That was a stretch.
So we're told that Wedge 2A2B does fit with 6 points of flex. I do like that, but the homing missile swarm was also super fun. I kind of like that a little bit more.
No,
To be honest,
To each
because
his own.
there's also a pretty tooled up Wedge with afterburners R2.
I need to fly more B-Wings
elusive.
because I have my B-Wings magnetized so that they can be like sideways and stuff.
Yep.
This is pretty cool.
So you're looking, checking range 1 for swarm tactics there. Nothing.
Nothing. I mean, not that.
Yeah, not
would
that
matter.
the Epsilon could quite benefit from that,
I
but
think
we still try.
did he get it?
He's not firing with
yeah,
it anyway,
doesn't matter, so
nothing. All right. Range 2 onto Lando.
see if he can maybe get some half points.
And I see only 1 hit right there.
Ooh, that's rough.
Focus is going to leave it. Take the shield. Really looking to pop quick draw off right there. I don't disagree with that. Sky Octopus, you are right. Homing missiles did go up to 5, so I will have to revisit that list. That is a shame. That is a bummer because those were obviously meta driving.
So let's see. Was this Corran?
I believe this was Lando shot range 2. We see 2 blanks, so Quickdraw will take a shield and 2 hull. Quickdraw 1, but he will activate his second shot.
Oof. Gets that last quick draw. Fire back. Onto the Falcon.
Yep.
Going for those half points.
I mean, that's his only shot.
Yep.
And there's a natural 3 hits. Not bad.
3 or 2?
And an evade.
Looks like 2 hits.
It's like 2 hits. So, yes, you are correct, Adam.
So just
2
one.
hits. Just 1. Shields down. Not quite.
Not
half
quite enough.
points.
We need 2 more. What? Two more points.
2 more points.
For half. Because that'll go over the half of 13 threshold. Math.
So if that TIE fighter survives Arvel's shot here, maybe.
If that TIE fighter is a TIE fighter,
Yep.
it does TIE fighter things. Let's see.
Range 1.
Got a range.
Yep. So Corran did shoot first there.
Oh, so that was a Corran shot.
Yeah, that was a Corran
Okay.
shot. Yep. So Lando is now shooting a quick draw. Range 2. Focus for 3 hits.
Oof.
There goes quick draw.
Yeah, that's gonna be it there, Bob.
A 1 of 8 doesn't matter.
Is it 1 or 2?
Doesn't matter. He
Yep.
still takes at least 1.
Okay, cool.
And quick draws off the board. Ben Hamor now with 129 points to Corey's 0 with 13 minutes remaining.
Well, if that Upsilon could turn around. So it looks like I think this is Arvel's shot into that
Hey,
cadet.
only 1.
1.
It's possible.
All right, TIE fighter. Are you going to be a TIE fighter or are you going to be a TIE fighter?
Because they both do. That means the two exact opposite things, doesn't it? I don't see any paint right there, but there's
hey,
1.
we got 1 paint, which is just enough paint.
Be able to take a range 1 shot back into Lando.
See if we can come back for
2
those half
damage,
points.
2 damage. Come on, Corey.
Don't get tabled on stream.
You know what? I'm told that we must have missed a damage because Lando has 1 hull damage.
Oh.
Focus for hitting a crit. Nothing. So hit crit will go through.
So now he's got some points.
I did not hear what that crit was. Weapons
failure. Oof.
If Quick Draw was alive, this is now a point where Corey could start to try to claw something back.
Yep.
Right. Kill Lando if you're going to avoid getting killed by Corran. Killing Lando at this point would be a good way to try to get stuff back in. But unfortunately, Quick Draw's dead.
Yeah.
The Star Killer base pilot's facing the wrong corner of the board, right for Corran to just turn and chase him.
That thing's gonna hit the debris next turn, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, that's tough. Actually, I don't even know if it can turn around to without.
It's got white 2 turns.
Oh,
it's
it
got
does.
White 2 turns.
It
yeah.
does. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if those are white. If those are red, then that would be it for that guy.
Nah.
But nah. He's fine. It'll take 3 turns.
Yeah.
But he can do it.
11 minutes left. We could use. I haven't been. I apologize. Keeping up with the Leia charges. She is now back up to full.
All right, Leia back up to full.
Ben is electing not to use her, though. We have a 4K, it looks like, out of that TIE fighter. Just trying to do something before it dies. Put some pressure. 2 turn from the Upsilon down towards the bottom of the board. 2 pilot right.
Damage card spilling onto the mat.
Yeah, that Upsilon is still full health, so we might not see it die before the end of time.
No.
But, no damage.
What if Corran goes fast on? Oh, I guess Corran goes after. No, yeah, Corran goes after the Star Killer.
Yeah.
So I say if Corran could block it off the board. Yeah, but he moves after the Upsilon, so that won't work.
All right, we'll take a 2 bank right there. Is that going to clip that debris?
Looks like it from here, Bob.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sirree, Bob. Oh, looks like Ben got his templates back. I think those are the ones he sent in, put lines on the bottom.
Hey, there's a crit. Arvel loses a shield. Now we've got half points on Arvel as well.
Hey. Execute order 66 points.
Corran going next with a 1 bank. Really going in towards that TIE fighter.
I mean, low-hanging fruit, right?
Yeah,
well,
sure.
You say that, but it's a TIE fighter.
We could have used Leia to do a 1 hard turn from Corran to the right, paired with a barrel roll in the direction down towards the bottom of the board there.
Well, I think it's more. I would honestly keep going for the TIE fighter at this point, anyways, because that shuttle's not doing anything. It's got to take 3 turns to turn around. Just get rid of the TIE fighter first.
Here's the thing, though. If you Lando has 5 hull left, right? If you ignore that shuttle, it could potentially come back around and pop Lando.
Sure. Unless you do what Lando's doing now and just stay at the bottom over there. With 9 minutes left in the round, I don't think there's any chance that Upsilon is getting another shot on Lando.
No,
not when it's
with that
across
said,
the
I don't
board.
think that you necessarily need to. What am I trying to say? I don't necessarily think that you need to.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't mean you need to chase the TIE fighter, but I don't know.
Lando's green maneuver will pass a boost to Corran. And then he is going to, which Corran will link to a target lock. He's taking it against the Upsilon, because I believe he might actually be too close to use his long-range scanners, essentially.
That's true, because it has to be range 3
range 2.
or beyond. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
To range 3 and beyond.
Corran into the TIE fighter, range 2.
Can he pop that tie?
Maybe not.
Probably not.
There's 1 evade,
One
nothing.
evade.
TIE fighter's fine.
Yep, it's being a TIE fighter.
Now we have Lando into the TIE fighter. Looks like a range 2 shot, just barely. Only 1 more.
Man.
You got to be frustrated with that. And
There's
1 more
one.
evade. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you do need to pile into the TIE fighter with everything.
Yeah,
as
I'd
you've
say.
got Arvel now taking what
Looks like we
to
have
be
an
maybe a
incoming
range
call.
1 shot.
It's yes,
Paul Heaver
hello?
calling our stream.
Yeah. Yes, this is Arvel. I'm gonna go ahead and attack the cadet.
Yes. Attacking that cadet.
Cool.
We will see. The room might cut out for just a moment, so we will see when the dice are rolled what range that is. Looks like a range 1 shot, picking up 3 dice. There it is.
Ooh.
There's a natural hit. 2 hits. That's something. Can we see that TIE fighter go down? There's a lot of blanks.
Oh.
And Corey's going to go ahead and call it on the death of that cadet. With 6 minutes left in the round, it is, I believe, definitely untenable for Corey to do that. So, what else do we have to mention here before we cut out the stream? Because it is 9:39. This is our last round today.
Yep. I mean, it's a good game. I think the players were playing. It definitely goes to show. I think it kind of went how we thought it would when Corey overextended himself there in the beginning, shooting that Upsilon up a little bit too fast.
I think so. Yeah, I think so too. Also, some wishy-washy target selection didn't really help him. Not really committing to Corran when he had some good shots there. Instead, trying to waste some time with Arvel. That was interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to see his thoughts on that at the end here.
Yep. Unfortunately, I don't believe that we will have time to do that because we do have to start packing up
Yep,
so that we can get out of Collectormania's
there
hair by 10. So thank you very, very much for tuning into this stream. This is going to be a weekly thing, roughly 6:30, 7 p.m. every week here from Collectormania. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who came and discussed the points changes with us. That was a heck of a lot of fun, and expect these games up on YouTube by in the next couple days once we get around to cutting them down.
You know, back
anything
to
else,
Dallas
Adam?
time.
Yep. Anything else, Adam?
No.
All right. So for the trials, I am Asa.
And I'm Adam.
Thank you so much for watching.